Can we just start by getting a hallelujah in the comment section? Because the preseason is almost over. And as much as it's great having football back, is it really football if Devin Leary is playing for 3 quarters? Regardless, we got a lot to talk about on today's show because the Week 3 matchup is tomorrow against the Washington Commanders. It's going to be a noon Eastern, 11 o'clock Central kick. Of course, we're going to be live for that game as well. Before we get into my preview, though, predict the score in the comment section down below. If you predict it right, you'll get an awesome shout-out on an upcoming video earlier in next week. Alrighty, what to watch for? I'm going to give you 5 things, 5 names, 5 players that you need to watch for in this upcoming game against the Washington Commanders. Number 1, give me more Devontez Walker. All the Devontez Walker you can give me, I'm going to take. 8 targets against the Dallas Cowboys, 6 catches, 61 yards, 10.2 yards per catch. I think he had something around 4 first downs. Caught every single ball that went his way that was catchable. And what I love about Tez is that he's living up to the hype. And I've said this before this week, but I'm going to say it again. Because all offseason long, all training camp, all we heard was Tez. Tez is really playing well, man. Tez is going to be a star. Tez is going to be a surprise player. Tez is going to break out. And you get excited to hear those things, but you don't know how true they are. And like when you look at this depth chart, he's still, I don't want to say buried, but we know he's not a top 3 guy this year. But in my opinion, this is where the transition happens. This is the perfect transition year. Because you don't want your top 2 guys to change anytime soon. You love Zay there. You love Rashad Bateman there. This year, DeAndre Hopkins is going to be your wide receiver 3. But he's only on a 1-year deal. Okay? So next year, Devontez Walker could be that wide receiver 3. This is a great year for him to take a step up from his rookie year and get ready to take even a bigger step up from year 2 to year 3. But everything we've seen so far, I've loved. That's what I want, why I want a little bit more of it. Do you think he scores on Saturday against Washington? Give me a yes or give me a no in the comment section down below. Call your shot, or rather call his shot right now in the comment section. Second guy I'm watching. Second guy you need to watch, Daniel Faalele. I'm watching that he builds on it. Now, I'm not saying his game against Dallas was perfect. I'm not saying that I'm sold on Daniel Faalele. But I'm also not taking back anything I've said about him before, okay? I said that with my chest. I mean that. But I can still stand here in front of you as a man and say, look, he greatly improved from 1 week to the next. That's what I wanted. That's probably what you wanted. That's what we needed. That's what we're going to need this year. It's a good offensive line, right? It's great on the exterior. It's great on the very interior with Tyler Linderbaum. Now with Daniel Faalele, like even though I've seen some improvement, I'm still not feeling great about it. Anybody can improve for 1 game. But I needed to see consistency in that improvement to be really, really sold. Now, the great thing is Andrew Voorhees, this dude's been balling, okay? And I need to give him his flowers because he's been phenomenal. We thought at one point there might be some left guard competition between him and Ben Cleveland. There isn't. There's not. He's going to be your starter, as he should be. 92.3 overall against the Colts. 78 pass block, 89.9 run block. 85.9 overall against the Cowboys. 81.4 pass block, 81.0 run block. He has been phenomenal every single game he's played. It truly feels like he's finally taken that step that everybody has talked about him eventually taking and that everybody's expected him to take at some point. Now, if all we have to worry about is the right guard, like I can live with that in a sense. If Andrew Voorhees keeps playing the way he does, I'm going to feel a whole lot better, but I still need to see Daniel Faalele continue to build on what he was able to do last week against the Cowboys. Guess what? Speaking of the game against Washington, we're going to be live for that, okay? 11 o'clock Eastern time, 10 o'clock Central. make sure that you subscribe and join us. The way you don't miss it, hit that sub button, turn on those notifications. It's going to send you a notification 30 minutes before we go live. It's going to send you a notification when you go live. You're not going to want to miss it. We have a ton of fun. They're my favorite things we do here at this job. So don't miss it. Hit that subscribe button and join us live tomorrow. We got to talk about our awesome sponsor on today's show. Of course, I'm talking about our great friends over at Ethos. And guys, it is not fun to think about what would happen if something happened. But you do need to be prepared. With life insurance through Ethos, your family is protected. Life insurance is a perfect way to make sure you're covered. You can get your free quote at ethos.com/NFL Daily. That's ethos.com/NFL Daily. As you know, my wife Kennedy and I got married last year. I imagine we'll buy a house, start having kids sometime relatively soon. And if something were to happen to me, the last thing I want is the people I love to have to worry about is being able to pay the bills. So I trust Ethos to keep them protected, my wife and my dog Applesauce. Ethos is an online platform that makes getting life insurance fast and easy to protect your family's future in minutes, not months. Life insurance is more affordable than you think with Ethos. You can get a free quote and customize a rate that fits your budget. The process is 100% online with no medical exam is required. Just answer a few health questions and get a quote in as little as 10 minutes. 3 million families have completed their applications and trusted Ethos to help find the right coverage. Ethos is a trustworthy company that disrupts the traditional life insurance industry. So protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/NFL Daily. That's ethos.com/NFL Daily. That link is in the comment section and description of today's video. And again, protect your family's life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/NFL Daily. That's ethos.com/NFL Daily. Let's flip it over to the defensive side of the ball for the first time. Let's talk about Ruben Lowery. I want to see him continue to impress because everything he's done so far, let's be real, it's impressed me. And because of that, I feel like he's a roster lock. And I know that this team usually has a tendency of adding undrafted free agents to their roster, but I feel like it's very rare to be able to call somebody a roster lock at this point right now. He's just been that good. He's been that great. And a good game on Saturday, I think, officially seals it. Like, I'm ready right now to call it a lock. But if he balls out against Washington, like it's a double lock, stamp it, bury it, do whatever you need to do. Ruben Lowery will be a Baltimore Raven in 2025. Now, part of the reason he is because of the cornerback health problem. This was the injury report as of Monday. Now, we know some of these guys have been back at practice, but it just shows you how beat up this team is already. Chidobe Awuzie, Jalen Armour-Davis, and Jair Alexander all did not practice on Monday. We all know Bilal Kone and Robert Longerbeam had to get added to that season-ending injury reserve. So he's got a path, and he's taking advantage of that path. He's playing well. I've loved everything I've seen from this guy. His skill set, got his first interception last weekend against the Cowboys. Hopefully builds on that and continues to stack these good games because I really, really want to see this guy in the fall. Weigh in for me. What's the percent chance that Lowery makes the roster? Scale it for me, 1 to 100. 100, obviously, you're saying guarantee, no shot he doesn't. 1, you're saying, not great. Let me know in the comment section. I want to see more Tyler Loop, okay? This is my fourth thing and fourth player I need you to watch for. I was pumped up about what I saw from him against Dallas. I mean, I was so excited, guys. You can go back and you can watch the live stream for yourself. Anytime they were around the 30-yard line, I kind of found myself saying, you know what? I would not be that mad if they stalled out right now and had to kick a field goal because I want him to get as many reps as he can. And he did great. 5 for 6. 6 is a lot of attempts. 5 is a lot of makes. Perfect on extra points. Also at a 53-yarder. Added 17 points to this team's total. For Loop, it's like, just keep on building that confidence. He's got big shoes to fill. I'm talking arguably the greatest kicker in NFL history size shoes to fill. That's hard to do mentally. It's hard to do physically. Just keep going out there, keep making field goals, keep building that confidence. Now, you might have to work a little bit from the right hash. The one miss he did have was from the right side. Now, it was a long field goal, but every one from the left side, he absolutely nailed, absolutely drilled. I've got a ton of confidence in this guy, and I really am starting to feel like the game's on the line, fourth quarter, week 1 against Buffalo. We're trotting Tyler Loop out there. I'm feeling good about it, especially if he can continue to show me some consistency against Washington. The final thing to watch for, final player to watch for, Jay Higgins. Is he making his way to the 53-man roster? Is another undrafted free agent on defense making the 53-man? Well, it might. He took over the green dot on the second drive of the second half and played the last 29 snaps of the game against Dallas. Okay, now here's a little bit of a highlight reel from him. He had a late pressure on Milton, forced a throwaway to Robert Flournoy. Then in quarter 4, forced Will Grier, throw the ball away. Awesome pressure. Same, that fourth quarter. Beat left tackle outside to tackle Phil Mafah. And then finally finished an incomplete pass with a big hit on Neville. He just does everything so well. Like, I know they say that I'd rather have one player that does one thing perfect than one guy who does everything good. But if you have a guy like Jay Higgins who does everything good, I'm never going to complain about that. He's a short tackler. He's great in coverage, way better than I thought he was going to be. He has an elite football mind, and he's a proven leader. You don't have the status that he had at Iowa for years on defense for a Kurt Ferentz team unless you're able to lead. And the fact that he's taken over the green dot in the second half shows that they're already trusting him. This guy was a tackle machine. I still can't believe he didn't end up getting drafted, and I'm so thankful he fell all the way to Baltimore to be able to sign him as an undrafted free agent, and I want to see him have another good game because if he does, I think there's a good chance he makes this roster. How many UDFAs do you think make the roster? I think it's going to be 2. I think it's going to be Lowery, and I also think it's going to be Higgins, but you might think differently. Let me know in the comment section down below. I asked you to predict the score. Of course, I'm going to predict the score as well. I think 27-13 is your final. I've watched every Commanders preseason game. I've watched every Ravens preseason game, and the Commanders have not shown me a lot to be excited about. They haven't shown me a lot that tells me they can score. In fact, they really haven't done it unless they've had their first strings out there, and so because of that, I think Baltimore ends up winning this one, and I think they end up winning it by 2 scores. Make sure you got me followed on social media. Make sure you got me right here on the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Big red sub button down below. You can't miss it. And if you do, don't worry, you can hit it again next time because we'll see you then.